And now to our next interview with Inbar Shenfeld, CEO of SAHAR, the online mental support, and Maayan Patito, chat volunteer, North American branch. Let's start with the basics. Tell us about SAHAR and what you do and how you manage to save lives online.
First of all, thank you for having me. I'm really happy to be here. I'm the CEO of SAHAR. I come from 20 years of managerial parts, and I came after October 7th to lead the next step of SAHAR. I'll start off with the basics. SAHAR was established 25 years ago, and our goal is to save lives. We provide immediate, accessible, and approachable, anonymous, text-based support for all kinds of emotional distress and suicidal thoughts in Hebrew and Arabic through various platforms. Actually, everything started 28 years ago. Eran Aderet, he was in the army back then, and he decided to end his life. 3 days after he passed, his parents went into his computer and they just saw that he went into forums and websites and searched how he can end his life. At that moment, no one answered until someone did. And that moment, his father, Dr. Avshalom Aderet, decided not to let this thing happen ever again. And this is how SAHAR was established. We used technology. We were the pioneering to use technology. Back then, since 2000, we used technology in order to save lives. 70% of our audience are kids, young adults, teenagers from ages 10 till 30. Actually, 38% are from ages 21 till 30. Just look at this generation that we give support to. We are like the ER of the mental support. We are the first in the line, and we provide help for ever and who needs us.
And how do people in distress actually find you? Do they reach out on their own? What's the process?
Actually, this is a really good question. We have two ways. We have the people that reach us. We have 3 different units: the reactive, the proactive, and the self-help tools. On the reactive side, we have the chat where people reach us for one-on-one chat with volunteers. We'll talk about later about our amazing volunteers. This was established 25 years ago. This is text-based, only text-based support by chat. The proactive side is we monitor posts on the web, and we distract distressful posts for people that really don't feel that they can reach someone. So they write their feelings on posts, and we search the web, forums, for Facebook groups, and we just detect them and we answer them in a very professional way, and we show them that they are not alone. This is very unique. It's called Outreach Patrol. It was established back then in 2008, and we were the first. SAHAR was the first to do it back then. And every person that needs help, we are there for them. And maybe if SAHAR was back then in '97, the Outreach Patrol would have been existed, maybe Iran would still be here. The third unit is the self-help tools. We have a huge database of places in the community where people can get help. Because we are not therapists, we're there in front line for people that need help, and we are there and we help the society by doing that.
And I mean, obviously, since October 7th, everything has changed for everyone. So have you seen more people asking for help, and what kinds of challenges or struggles are they dealing with?
Wow. Actually, there's SAHAR before October 7th and SAHAR after October 7th. Before October 7th, the chat was open 11 hours a day. And since the horrible thing happened on October 7th, 6:29 a.m., the horrible thing happened, and we opened our chat line 9:30 a.m. We opened our chat lines for 24/7, and we haven't stopped since. So we did like 3 emergency trainings for our volunteers, amazing volunteers. We increased the number of volunteers from 280 to 400 volunteers in no time. We saw that in year 2023 versus 2024, we had an increase of 50% more people that reached us. Think of the anxiety, the post-trauma, the loneliness, all the things that our people are now facing in the Israeli society. And this has all been happening, and with the help of the volunteers we have in the North America branch. We have a huge branch in North America. We'll talk about it maybe later. And they help us save lives here every day and answer these, all this emotional distress that people are feeling. Think of a high-tech company that in 1 minute just doubles its operations. And this is what happened in Sahar. We needed to double our operation in 1 minute. Like, it was really something that Sahar is a really amazing place, and that we are able to give support to people in these times. And in the Rising Lion war that we had like only a month ago, it seems so long, but it was a month ago, we could see the increase of the number of people that reached us. If I talked and said that it reached like between 23 to 24, we reached even for 50%. In 25, we see that we have 30% more. So think of the post-trauma that people are feeling here, and we want to give more, to be more resilient, to give the strength to the society, and to grow from the PTSD to the PTG. It's a phrase I just learned recently, and I really believe it, because the post-trauma to PTSD, post-traumatic growth, and we as a society can do that. We're a good nation that we can grow from the post-trauma.
And you mentioned the volunteers, and I know that your entire team is made up of volunteers. So what makes them so special, and how do you prepare them to deal with such emotional work? And in a minute, we'll turn to Maayan, and she can answer that question too. But
yeah, actually, we have the best volunteers ever, the most exceptional, dedicated, talented volunteers. They are like lighthouse in the dark. When people feel the most distress and the most bad times, our volunteers are there for them. They just spread the light all over. We have a huge branch as I was saying, in North America, and not everyone can be a volunteer at Sahar. You go through a long submission process. You go through a long process of training, because you need to be there for people in distress. So they go through a long training, which makes them more resilient and more strong. And maybe, Maayan can elaborate more.
Yeah, and Maayan, why don't you tell us a little bit about the training and preparation as a volunteer, and what special arrangements you've done to talk to people?
Okay, sure. So first of all, I'm in the US, in Texas, Austin, Texas, for the past 2 years. So I live abroad. I've been volunteering with SAHAR for the past 6 months. I think I saw a comment in one of the relocation groups in a post, and I decided to reach out. It looked really amazing and fascinating to do it from here, from North America. So I've been doing it for 6 months. It's a really long process, which is amazing, because you know that people actually evaluate your capabilities of empathy and communication, especially online. It's a 3.5 months course. Previous to that, you are going through an interview to see if you're qualified. And it's one of the most professional courses I've been doing through my entire career, actually. So SAHAR are pretty amazing of doing it with Israelis abroad.
And tell us a little bit about Pazam. It's a popular platform amongst soldiers, and you're running a joint campaign. And what happens when a soldier comes across that platform, and how do you meet their needs?
Actually, we do so many for all the population in Israel. We do significant steps through multiple channels to soldiers as well. And with Pazam, we have a collaboration that started on October 7th. We have a button in their app where a soldier feeling distress just clicks the button and goes straight to our chat. And actually, we looked at our data from June 24 to June 25, and we saw that we had 40%, over 40% more people from ages 18 to 20 that reach us. So most of them are soldiers, so they're coping with so much this complicated times. And we help them. This is one thing we do for soldiers. We do things for the women of the duty soldiers. They have a group in Facebook, and we give them support for the women as well, because they struggle through so much: kids, career, husband in the 2 years going to the army, and we give them support as well. So we are doing like 360 degrees help for people throughout the community, the soldiers and the women of the soldiers as well.
And finally, how do you keep it all going, and what kind of support do you need to keep on doing this amazing work and saving lives?
First of all, I want to thank all the amazing philanthropic partnerships, the Jewish federations, the individuals that support us, the companies that support us. It takes a village to do what we do, and it couldn't have been happening without our amazing partnerships that we have. People are talking about 900,000 people that are experiencing post-traumatic symptoms, and they still didn't reach for help. And maybe there's a tsunami ahead of us. We don't know what the future holds for us. And we are here for every person in distress. So about 20% only is from the Ministry of Health. And we need as much as financial contributions, volunteers all around the world. As you understood, you can volunteer wherever you are from your home. You can be all over the world, and technological assistance as well to keep providing and scale up our operations. And every donation, every contribution, every partnership will help us save more lives, because we save lives every day.
Inbar Shenfeld and Maayan Patito of SAHAR, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you.